Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Let's Play City Skylines on Modded Series. This is the River Run map, and we're playing on NEZO City. Let's go over what we did last time before we start. Some people, or a person asked me if I was trolling when I made this interchange, and at the time I didn't think I was, but looking on it, it is way off from what I'm usually capable of in creating interchanges. So what we're going to do is actually fix that up. What we did in the previous episode is make that silly looking interchange. Sorry, I was pretty tired when I made it. So it's all crooked and whatnot. We'll make, just to make up for it, we'll make a proper Trumpet Interchange. Does that sound? Alright, without further ado, let's begin. And here we go, the beginning of a new interchange. We're gonna do a trumpet one. I'm doing the guidelines to create the part that's on-ramp and off-ramp. So I've been studying a little bit about trumpet interchanges, like proper ones. I know someone corrected me, thank you for doing that I've been making clover ones, which does have a traffic situation when you make a lot of those, or if you make them in places that don't need them. But we're gonna do trumpet one for this particular area, just because I always said that I made one and it wasn't the case. Since we didn't have enough room last time, I learned from a mistake, and we're gonna do this from an angle. This should be interesting. I haven't done this kind of thing before, but I believe it can be done. So a trumpet interchange has two highway roads going in either direction, and they sort of are parallel in a circular fashion on the top part. On the bottom part, they meet through on-ramps and off-ramps. So this should be an interesting design. This is the part of the that you're used to seeing, the slider part, and the I don't know the parts of the a trumpet, but this is the, I guess, the body of it. So we're gonna connect the curvy part of the other end to make a off ramp on the right hand side of the highway. Now these aren't perfectly right angles, but I think this might be enough separation for creating on-ramps and off-ramps to the left-hand side of this Trumpet Interchange. I kind of like how it looks. There's a little kink in the inner circle. I did make the mistake of deleting the railroad, but when I offline, I was facing where the railroad went. This particular part of the map is an outside connection, so I'm gonna have to buy the bottom tile eventually just so that I can reconnect that. Oops. That's what happens if you sometimes you click and there's a delay. My laptop seems to have frequent delays of committing to the button presses, and that's what happens. I mentioned in the previous episode, I wanted to use this area, fertile land. It has a lot of fertile land, so I wanted to use this area for industrial. We have a rising demand for industrial areas. It's going to make a small farm area down here. So farms aren't as dirty as the other kind of things, like oil or regular industry. So forests are good. saw some traffic on this. What should we call this, guys? Hot dog about? A link about? I don't know, it looks like a sausage link. Sausage about? Oh, it's technically a roundabout, but it's oblong. So I noticed some traffic here. I think it's because these cars are waiting for pedestrians to cross. So if you switch them to highways, there's no pedestrian pathways other than the four-way roads that they intersect. So now it's flowing. I am hovering between 85 and 90% traffic flow. I kind of want to bring it back up. I think once I added this interchange, it added maybe 4% of traffic. I might extend that place where those on-ramps and off-ramps meet from the roundabout. I think that might be the bottleneck. Trying to figure out where the campus, when I can start a campus. So I believe that I have to unlock 36,000 citizens. So I'm a bit far off. Well, I have over 9,000 to 9,000 citizens to grow to. It can be done, but we're not in any rush to have everybody have a college education. So we just erected some farms. So I asked in an Imperial Jedi's chat if how to increase the entertainment value of my parks, and he suggested putting more of these large buildings to increase the entertainment value. So I kind of inched a little bit higher. I'm just not sure how to make this more attractive to tourists. So we'll play around with it. I might read some forums, but this is what I kind of miss about Twitch chats. They are really lifesavers when it comes to having information. Like they research while you're doing things. Might go back one day once I get better internet, but for now, stick with the YouTubes. Check out the bird's eye view of all the interchanges that I've created. This one is probably my most elaborate one and probably the one with the least traffic. These small ones have a lot of traffic. I kind of like this one. This was interesting. When I first started making curvy interchanges, I was starting to notice bits and pieces of where I should direct traffic. But anyway, this is all the time that we have. Thank you for joining me. If you liked the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I am active on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and now Reddit of all places. So be sure to follow those. Again, it is your choice to like, follow, comment, or subscribe. And when you ding that bell, I'll see you in 3 days. This is John Nesden signing out. Please remember, you are essential.